Achilles Mdicke, rated C-17 from Johnny Nobles. He starts right now. Enjoy. Heroes in Greek mythology. Achilles.
Trojan and Greek mythology. Trojan is also Trojan or Cronus. The Greek Pan is held to be the superlative sentinel amongst his brethren, since he was called the wisest justice of sanitary. You realize that 25 people have died since you got here. Dying the king. How much you want it for? You wanna die on this planet Earth? One thing we can all agree on is that this world will be safer if you want in it. True that. I'm the one. That's why none of us will rest until you're the one who's dead. Bring it on then. I'm willing to die. We are willing to die. I saw you steal that water. Give me back. I'll take it from you. Come on now. It's mine, ass wife. You're not gonna stand in my way. No. Oh, swipe. Come on. Here I am. Get out, knock out wolf for me. We have a Lord on our grave. We're willing to die for our master on the throne. We say his sons and gods with it. Mind your own business. If you want to be a hero, I'll make you die like one. True that. Sad to hear. On my way. Time for your death to be near. This is my ribs now. It's for the referee. Just assume everything you want is mine. Sweet. Why you guys are so rebellious? Now I just have to kill you all. Talking about that dumb ribs is yours. Dennis, I had it first. You thief, that's why we kill thieves here in this temple. But they don't want to grow up like the adult. Once you do bad things in life, we kill you with the law. In Sparta, we are the law. Yo. Ha! I don't understand. Your brother said you're looking for your own people. That means you're just gonna die too, as well. What a big mistake. Come on, Tiger. Let's get on this. Come on, man. Try it again. Let's come back to the castle so I can have my sword for my master. brother does much that you had to steal it? What you mean? No, I don't know. If you're not in touch, then keep it. You're obviously not attached to God anymore. What's that guy's problem? Yo! Yo! What? To be at the point on the life of Achilles. However, its author started during the writing of the second book in the 1st century AD, during the reign of the Emperor the Achilles shows the relationship between Cheetah and his child Achilles during the book 1. The close relationship between Troy and Achilles was made clear. The Cheetah spent the evening with them in Troy cave Mount Pollard before leaving with Achilles. Troy is known in the political rather than that of merely a teacher, and is depicted as far from animal. I'm looking forward Domain. If we can look up about this man, Domain, we can find more information. What's going on? Domain is October, 24th October 51, 18 September 96. What? Roman Emperor from 81 to 96. He was the son of Vespasian and the younger brother of Titus. His two predecessors in the the last member of the Vivan dynasty. For his reign, the nature of his role put him on sharp arms with Sonnet. Those powers he desperately searched out. Is that the picture of him? As we have to take a look here. But there's more of him. Look how it all started. What is the guy? Germany. So this is what this is, man. We're going to find more information about what's going on to our people. And then it will be all said and done.
On the imperial throne of Rome was a reign of terror, and that his death brought about the restoration of liberty and the glorious rule of the 5 good emperors. However, what is often less talked about is the fact that he was an evil administrator, and the empire prospered during his reign. Domitian was the 3rd and last emperor of the Flavian dynasty in Rome.
Flavian dynasty.
Domitian was born in 51 in Rome, He spent most of his early life with his uncle Sabinus, while his father Vespasian and his brother Titus were abroad in various services to the Roman Empire.
51
He was 12
AD.
years younger than Titus,
Long,
and
long
had spent
time.
most of his youth in the shadow of his big brother. And Domitian never got a court education like his brother, which might have contributed to his later problems with dealing with the Senate in an effective way. But he did receive a sound education in Rome, fitting for his senatorial rank. Domitian's life, like those of many Romans, took a dramatic turn with the suicide of Emperor Nero in 68. Although little is known about Domitian during the turbulent year of the four emperors, it seems that he continued to live in Rome, even after his father declared his intention of grabbing power for himself from Emperor Vitellius. When the Vitellian forces had been crushed at the Second Battle of Bedriacum by the Flavian forces led by Primus, they were now marching on Rome. Domitian and his uncle Sabinus, who was city prefect at the time, had to flee the Capitol Hill to avoid Vitellius' soldiers. They tried to negotiate Vitellius' abdication from the throne, and Vitellius realized his days on the throne were numbered. The Danube legions were only days away from Rome, and the Syrian legions were closing quickly. So Vitellius agreed to step down, but his soldiers did not accept his abdication, and they ran rampant in the city. Sabinus was killed in the fighting, but when the Flavian forces, led by Primus, entered Rome, Vitellius was dragged from his hiding spot, tortured and killed. But the Syrian forces, led by Licinius Mucianus, soon arrived and set about restoring order in Rome. And Domitian presented himself to the troops, and they hailed him as Caesar, and he moved into the imperial residence. And Domitian, together with Lucius Mucianus, who was one of his father's chief advisors, represented Vespasian in the Senate before his father had a chance to arrive from the east. It was very clear that Vespasian was grooming Titus to become his successor. He was given more and more responsibilities and power, while Domitian only held various priesthoods and held the lesser prestigious Suffolk consulship. Titus was consul no less than 7 times during his father's reign, while Domitian was Suffolk consul only 6 times. And very little changed during Titus' short reign. Domitian had very little practical experience and was not prepared to rule the empire. When Titus lay dying from an apparent fever, Domitian eagerly hastened to Rome to have himself declared emperor by the Praetorian Guard, even before Titus had passed. The Senate, however, acted a bit slower, deciding to honor Titus before proclaiming Domitian emperor, which might have caused some enmity in Domitian towards the Senate. He was eventually proclaimed emperor of Rome by the Senate as well.
That's him.
Start feeling all right at Aspington.
Civilizations and empires, but that wasn't always the case. At the end of the Neolithic period, a great share of people still had a semi-nomadic lifestyle, wandering from one region to another in search of hunting and other food sources. With the dominance of agriculture and the domestication of animals, human beings began to create ever-larger settlements, which allowed a considerable spike in population numbers. Around the year 4000 BC, some tribes started to settle in the south of ancient Mesopotamia, a region between Iraq, Iran, and Syria, bathed by the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. These tribes gave birth to what is probably the most important civilization in history, the Sumerians. The Sumerian civilization was fascinating, responsible for most of the breakthroughs during the Bronze Age.
They were the toughest fighters in the world.
Pioneers in the drainage of swamps and irrigation system for crops. They possessed an intricate and properly developed language which facilitated trade and the exchange of knowledge with other peoples. The Sumerians also stood out for their artistic ability, developing fine crafts and having sculptures, and perhaps most importantly, they came up with the idea of writing. The Sumerians developed the cuneiform writing, with small, wedge-shaped objects and clay tablets to engrave the symbols. Cuneiform writing was sophisticated for that time. Using it, the Sumerians reported the important events, even crafting poems and law codes. The texts written by the Sumerians range from mathematical calculations to the study of astronomy and medicine. Later, the cuneiform writing was adopted by other peoples, such as the Babylonians, Hittites, and Assyrians. The Sumerians are also known for the improvement of tools, such as hammers, mattocks, and picks. In addition to bronze weapons, with an impressive quality for that period, the Sumerians worshipped many different gods, who were called Anunnaki, a group of deities responsible for the creation of humanity. These were associated with natural disasters, such as floods and earthquakes, as a form of punishment to humans for their sins. To the Sumerians, the Anunnaki were heavenly beings who came to Earth in search of gold, and to facilitate the mining of the precious metal, they gave birth to the human race. The fact that the Sumerians were considered the inventors of astronomy and studied the movement of the planets in the solar system fueled the belief in modern times that the gods Anunnaki were extraterrestrial beings who visited our world long ago and taught the early peoples how to grow food and build larger cities. The Sumerians founded the cities of Kish, Nippur, Uruk, Eridu, Lagash, and Ur, which became important cultural and commercial hubs in the region. But these cities did not belong to a single kingdom. Each had its autonomy as city-states, being ruled by its kings and maintaining its cultural traits. The city of Ur was particularly important among the Sumerian cities as an important center of trade in the region, with several religious temples, such as the famous Great Ziggurat of Ur. The Sumerian kings often maintained peace, but sometimes they fought wars for the domination of new territories. The wealth of the Sumerians began to incite the ambition of other neighboring peoples, such as the Elamites and Amorites, who constantly attacked and plundered the Sumerian cities. These conflicts gave rise to the first civilization. The war took place in 2700 BC between the
citizens of the country.
Of the Elamites. The Sumerian king
the citizens of the country,
was called
and they had their kings and mortals,
against
the gods, the
Back then,
goddesses,
combat tactics could already make all the difference between victory or defeat.
and they made their own weapons
Trained and relatively
to
disciplined
protect their
soldiers
kings
who
and
fought in
masters
shield wall formations when needed. Probably
from
the most
enemies
fearsome weapon at the
that
time
they had.
was the war chariots.
They
with
made
two
their own
axles
weapons.
and
They've
pulled by
been in
4
the war. They
animals,
fought a
horses,
lot.
or
They
donkeys.
died
It
fighting
is easy to imagine
for
that the
their
number of
people.
casualties was high during these battles. There was little protection,
It was a
and the
hard
combat was fought in close
time,
proximity. Also,
but
there were
they did
charioteers
it
with
all.
units shooting darts, spears, and trying to run over the less fortunate soldiers.
This is what it
The Sumerians won
is.
the battle and recorded on a clay tablet, "We continue to plunder the weapons of the Elamites." Over time, other peoples of Mesopotamia developed large cities and increasingly bigger and well-trained armies. The Sumerian civilization did not resist the military advance of several kingdoms and ended up succumbing. It is believed that climate change also caused a major drought in the region, which contributed to the decline and disappearance of the Sumerian culture.
Well, there we go. In Italy. Was born in Italy. This guy, who knows this guy? And what is this picture? We might understand. What was that? There man was Roman Emperor from 81 to 96 CE, and his reign through one of the relative peace and that became unfolding both fear and Panona his death at the hands of those who closest to him, brought an end to short dynasty the Philians, and it was those emperors who would follow at least for the next 100 years, who would see rebirth of some grander and power of old Rome, early life, Titus, Phyllis, Domitian was born in October 24, 51 CE on the Perde Street in the 6th district of Rome, youngest son of the future emperor Vespasian. 64-79 CE. His mother Phila Dimnatilla Major died in his youth. Unlike his much older brother, Titus did not share the court education, though many consider him bright. According to historian Suetonius, his rather degraded youth is spent in poverty. On December of 69 CE, while Vespasian was battling in the eastern province and attempt to secure the throne away of Emperor Vitellius. Domitian was in Rome with his uncle Felicius Sabinus when Vitellius forces besides Rome and set fire to the temple where the Timian was hiding. He was able to escape with a friend across the Tiber to safety.
Who else is getting full? It's a crap. Let's kill them all. They try to take our land. It's not gonna happen like this. Let's show yourself for the next emperor. Yeah. Get him. Whoa! Come on, what you doing? You shot your own partner. Time to get you, Slousy Mouth. You're just gonna die just like your king had. And you
invade our place. It's not gonna happen. Come on, man. No one is dying. Take these turrets to hostage, man. Taking them to hostage. We need to find out if one of them are dead. Let's do it for brother Achilles. Slay them all, man. Let's do it for brother Achilles. Trump is almost dead. Kill Trump. Trump is right there too. Yeah, Trump. Trump is in the Trojan War. Let's kill it. Let's kill Donald Trump in the Donald Trump sucks, man. Let's kill him. No, we only have 17 more of my peoples left. Come on, fight harder. Let's do it. You know you can. You know you can. Come on, don't give up. Hey! Underworld. Come on. Don't give up, man. Hunting it.
happy and survive. We have to die fighting. I will die by trying. I will die. For my brother Hercules. I'm dying for Hercules. He did not have a good time. Take my land. It's not gonna happen. Come on, let's kill it. Come on, let's do it. Get him. He's right there. Come on. We gotta kill Trump. Let's kill him. He's in the war. Let's kill him. No. Come on. No.
so you can get fed by the little bugs. You nasty cockroaches, you're going to pay big time. Yeah. You will feel sorry at the end. This is my place. Mine. Warriors left. Many are injured. Almost. Almost 10 of them died. And one of them, probably at least like a good 2, are injured. In this battle is not easy to win. This battle is not easy. We gotta keep fighting until all of them are dead, man. Until all of them are dead. Oh my goodness. We're not doing well. Look. 5 pass versus 18 more left in this fight. Man, we gotta kill them all. Man, Trump is lucky that he's still alive. I swear. I should have killed Trump. I should have killed Trump in there. I want to kill him. Our number of people are not doing well. Look, man. This is hypocritical. I cannot believe it. This is hypocritical, man. What in the world?
guy. You traitor. Swipe. Make sure you pay the price. You understand? You understand? Come on. You scumbag! Oh no! Come on, get it! Don't let the barbarians lose! We have to beat them! We have to beat the modern warriors! Come on! Warrior best guys! I'm gonna teach all the monsters. Show them no! Come on! Take your time. We're outnumbered. Why don't we get out of the Magula where we still can? Huh? For what? Yes, we must retreat then. That we plan, but at least we'll live to fight another day. But right, my friend, we can let those suckers win. Lucky bastards, you guys won the war. Good job. You're never much of a master anyway. More longer on the king's side. Will all become the martyrs of their own gods to rule the city. the first ones did not mess with. What you did to Comundios was barbaric. Perhaps I should show you how it feels. He's already dead. You're next. He thought he would drop in the water where his body discovered. So the missing was his child in 7th grade. He traveled from one side to the world of the Noda, reaching for 21 little place this part of the native speaker. He managed to learn 50% of the English language. It's flood, huh? Achilles, did you realize that 27 people have died since you got here? Achilles, how many times you gonna say that stupid old boring shit again? You want me to kill you instead? Of course you want me to die. I'll make sure you get killed first by me. All of you hypocrites, you traitors, you phenomenal beasts. I'll kill you all. You're nothing but a hypocrite and a fraud. That means you're gonna be so weak once I get you. You're no longer the master or the mortal. I'm gonna be the mortal. Mortal. The mortal warrior. I don't want any more trouble. I was born to fight. Who else wants to fight? Come on. Yeah! You win! You can get all the gold and all the naked women you want, but as soon as you die, you're no longer strong anymore. on me. Cause I will never forgive you if you try and do bad stuff in life, especially when it's a big one. You deserve to die. Come on. I'm gonna protect myself up in here, man. You know what's the deal. I'm Hercules. I'm Achilles. Whatever you say, buddy. Yeah. Ah, no. You're trying to kill me. You scumbag. No. No. No! Scumbag, mind your own business. Achilles, if you want to be a hero, I'll make you die like you want. Try it. See, I'm right here. You must have really guilt for your sorriness. You must be so ignorant to actually tell me that truth. To actually kill me. So go ahead, buddy. See, we're not perfect warriors. I died 100 times. And someone always hesitates. Someone always resuscitates a lot. That's why I'm still living. So I'm not even permanently dead yet. Come on, don't give up, my friend. Keep on beating me. Alright, you win. I don't want any more beef with you. You little bastard. You know you didn't want no beef. Oh, you guys are hypocrites. I'm the good guy. I cannot believe I always get bullied by these scumbags. Oh, you always want some? You wanna die fighting? Let's go. My manager and my policeman will try and defeat you. Come for your sorry ass dicks. Go on. Still want some more? You wanna fight? Who wants to fight here? In the agriculture. And you. don't understand your language. I'd rather kill you right now. Have you cried? To die. You're gonna die. You're still my worst enemy. Yeah. You still want some more? I'm the ruler. I'm the warrior. Never been into another life. Have you ever get the feeling that you have here? You've been here in another life. What kind of nonsense bullshit you talking about, huh? You guys gonna pray. What you did to Garner Bill was barbaric. Perhaps I should show you how it feels. Come on. Steve Baker. If there's anything worth killing, and you're not ready for this battle. He tried to kill me. You wanna die? Don't be stupid. Alright? We gotta survive. We gotta stay alive. Yo. Yo. Shut up and fight. Like a real warrior. Prepare for your own death. You're faster than me. I don't want any more trouble. Shut up. You're gonna die. If you want to stay alive, then fight like a man. Fight like a real man. Drop in here. Oh. People! One of them have killed! To burn some more. Once you are held as slaves, all of you will die, and I mean it. You will be my worst enemy. All of to return home and know the place for the first time. Next time, get out of the way. Oh, damn it. Let's go. I saw the best way. Oh, hell no. You're gonna kill my friend? You will die for that. Because you're right, I don't want any more beef with you. I need to find my friend before he dies. Let's work together. I have to find my friend. Where he is? Fine. He tried to kill you. You're lucky I saved you and spared your life. You would have been dead in any second, and I wouldn't find you in no time. You would have died in my arms. I'm gonna have my revenge on that thief, boy. I'm gonna have my revenge on that ass boy. He's gonna pay. Make sure that chocolate milk titty's gonna die for it. He's gonna get paid for it. I'm sorry, I'll make you rope into this jam. I'll make Golden Puma pay for what he's done. I'm gonna kill him. I hate that guy. He's gonna die. I'm gonna kill him. Like it or not. Where you are? Where you are? Was he right there? Hey! The nightmare will end soon. I'm gonna kill him. I don't care. You and your ugly friend. Daddy. Pieces of rat shit. You're gonna die, man. Oh. You're stronger than me, Achilles. I don't want any more trouble with you. It might not matter what type of trouble. Oh. Egypt. What's the business? What's the business? We are coming for our king of Egypt. Egypt. Letting this get away. We're gonna win this battle. We are. Because we believe on winning this battle. do it for our peoples, man. Slice them out into pieces. They'll be looking like rabbit bunnies in a minute. When we destroy them bones. I'll make sure I heat them up into my dinner lunch. I heat them up. For me. Mozart, you are Mozart. I swear. Afrikaners. Kimako. Come on. Let's do it. Just won't be nice to us. We always have to wrestle with flesh and blood. You just cannot be nice to us, huh? Now we just have no choice but to kill you all down. We have no choice but to kill you guys all. Starting with you, huh? Come back here. More to kill. We're winning this battle. One of them are dying. Our worst enemy are dying. Let's do this, Horsey. Send them back to the piece of hell. For getting that horse, it just attacked me. As you say, for sure. We defend Egypt. Egypt is our land, as always.
And was also turned into the female form Chi Iota Lambda Lambda Epsilon Iota Alpha, attested in Attica in the 4th century BC and in the form Aquilia. On a stele in Halicarnassus is the name of the female gladiator fighting an Amazon. Achilles' name can be analysed as a combination of distress, pain, sorrow, grief.
So who was the gladiator?
People, soldiers, nation, resulting in a proto-form
Was the biggest
who has the people
fighter of all
distressed,
time.
he whose people
During the
distressed.
military,
The grief or distress of
During
the
the
people
military
is a
period
theme
of
raised
time.
numerous times in the Iliad.
the military period of time,
Role as the hero of grief and distress forms an
Athens.
ironic juxtaposition with the conventional view of
And
him as the
Amazon.
hero of. Furthermore,
when we
Mars
look
has
for
been
the
construed
gladiator,
by Gregory Nagin
we can
following
find them out.
Acts.
Men and women were imprisoned and sold as commodities.
Coming
A
to
time
this
where
here,
freedom was a luxury, enjoyed only by a few.
enjoy the
People without
sport.
freedom, if they were lucky, would end up
Freedom
as servants
without
in the
freedom.
house of noble families. Others had to do the hard
Servants.
work in plantation.
Without freedom, it was all about hard work
But some were
and
forced to
destruction.
take up arms to defend their lives. These brave fighters were known as
Brave
gladiators.
as gladiators,
The gladiators were slaves.
the
Vast
most
majority
fierce
were
and
warriors
scariest
on the
warriors to
battlefields.
give the respect.
Warriors were proud men with a
Once you
strong
don't,
character.
you die.
This made many difficult to control. They were a risk to the families,
The risk of the military.
but not all of them were trained warriors.
Not just only hand-to-hand combat,
And these even
but they use weapons to survive
many slave buyers
into the
reported
fight of
this
the
sort of
death.
problem. The solution was to give another purpose to these
The
unfortunate,
Colosseum
and the
in
fight
Italy,
began in the arenas.
in the
The
region.
fight between gladiators began very early in Roman history.
These are the ones that look like the Spartans,
Cultures
but they're so
was a
giant,
funeral event to
looking
mark
almost
the
looking
death
like
of
sumo
someone
wrestlers.
important. The first battles were organized in simple wooden
Swim.
arenas.
Wooden areas,
Usually, the
they
fight
fought
was
in
unarmed, very similar to the
unarmed
boxing
combat.
of today.
almost could turn
However,
it into
this
martial
quickly bored the
arts,
spectators. Weapons began to be used,
but more
in the
extreme
arena,
with the
creating much more
weapons
savage and cruel
and the war.
results.
Not only fighting for your life,
Gladiator
but
from
war.
the gladius, a typical Roman sword,
And that's what it's all
used
about.
mainly by
War.
legionnaires and military
A
campaigns.
lot of war
The gladius
into
was
it.
a short, heavy sword designed to be used in stabbing motions. It could cause great damage when used in a sharp blow. As time went by, the gladiators began to use various weapons, creating greater diversity in the fighting. Men
It was
known as
devastating.
Lanstas were responsible for buying the gladiators, feeding them, and providing them space for training. They created academies.
It could be the most terrifying moment of their
to
lives.
increase their chances in the arena.
In the medieval
Gladiators
times,
were required to undergo rigorous daily training, which consisted of weightlifting, running, and of course, once a week. This food was expensive and inaccessible to a large part of the population. To compensate, the gladiators consumed a lot of carbohydrates and calcium. They even drank bone powder mixed with water to strengthen their own bone structure. They were undoubtedly strong men.
To become strong and deadlier than ever, fiercer and faster fighters than ever.
Most of them accumulated fat
to survive
their chances of
in
surviving.
every battle they face in every situation. They were trained by their masters. They were forced to train hard and fight easy without no problems.
Was basically ornamental. It exposed the most important parts of the body. The training was guided. AD, the Emperor Trajan constructed a vast theatre of death in the center of Rome.
Most of the foes in Italy.
It has been known since the Middle Ages as the Colosseum, named because of
Which
a
was
colossal
back in Italy.
statue of Nero that stood outside.
The old Italy,
Melted down long ago.
Rome. And Rome was a brutal sport,
Because the building itself
a brutal fighting sport,
6,000
where
spectators
people
free of charge
had to
watch
compete
spectacles of
for the fight of their life and death.
Trajan.
There were no rules,
Effectively remained there. Had
no holds barred.
celebration day after day in which
You have to fight and survive,
11,000
or
animals killed.
if you lose, you die.
Meat, a lot of carcass to be disposed of. What do they do with it? The humans were presumably flushed out into the Tiber. It was a demonstration to the population of this is what we do with people whom we don't like. People were put in the arena to kill and be killed by animals.
Kill or be killed. That's what it's all
The
about.
last trace of what used to happen in arenas.
This is not a joke. This is real life situations. This is how it was. Until which is what they would show.
For them, this is a spectacle of grace and courage.
Yeah, this is something else. But back then, with the gladiators,
This is
Back
as
then,
close as we can
with
get
the
to
gladiators,
events here
it was
2,000 years.
different.
But don't be misled. Bullfighting may be the great-great-great-grandson of the gladiator fights of ancient
Gladiator
Rome.
fight,
But
ancient
the
Rome.
things the gladiators were doing within these walls were fundamentally very different.
Yep.
Roman gladiators put on a public spectacle of human murder
Human
for
armor
entertainment. The killing of
Armor and
animals was
protection.
just an introduction, though
and
even
made a lot of
on a
weapons.
grander scale than any
The
modern
weapons
day
were only made out of
Roman
wood
general brings 100
and metal. The metal they had to make sharp ends for their swords. And then the handle piece could be either hard plastic or wood for the handle piece. They made a lot of swords, anchors,
The amphitheater was a large
bow and arrows,
and like the best machines, the mechanism was secret.
spears.
See now,
As well.
exposed here at Capua, are those very secrets that so surprised and excited the ancient audiences.
Barn hammers
That stage
made out of barbed wire.
is where the animals and prisoners are kept, where the stage machine was stored. It's a sort of combination of sea dock and prisons. And you can see the great drains here where they wash away the
This is from the wall.
shows. The whole place required a vast army of stage hands.
This is the Colosseum.
Emperor Claudius once thought they hadn't done their job properly, so he had the stagehand sent up
Big
to
stuff.
the arena to fight in place of the gladiators.
There were more than 50,000 fans had joined in to watch the death match.
Elaborate scenery rose up, recreating landscapes, hills, jungle, savannah, of the savage world where these beasts roamed free.
We're not talking about Japanese death match from wrestling.
The animals themselves were kept in cages,
Fighting for your
sometimes
life
hundreds of
with
them,
weapons
under
and
the
animals,
amphitheater floor and hoisted
just
in lifts
wild
to appear
animals.
trapdoors onto the sand.
So this is how it was. The real footage. You could have shown me more? Come
To
on.
provide enough animals for these shows, the Romans hunted so
But that was
intensively
the real
that they
footage.
eventually wiped out
What
the
it
large
was back
animals of
then.
Europe.
It was brutal. It was ugly.
Mark II, the danger wasn't all one way. This relief shows a ship caught in a storm. The sailors being hurriedly taken in. The
Yep.
lighthouse shows they're being driven into danger. And on board is a cargo of lions.
So death comes itself of the fight.
No one doubted
But the
that
fight is
killing
not
wild
doing
animals
well.
was a thoroughly civilized thing to do, but it was just the warm-up. The Roman crowds didn't just come to see ostriches and ibexes killed. They were waiting for the gladiators.
Yep.
But there was a whole program to get through first. In the middle of the day, public executions. Some people think it's rather boring, and
yeah.
perhaps the rich people go out or pretend to go out, not to be seen, to be watching something quite so vulgar and disgusting. Some prisoners were killed by wild animals. Some
Yep.
were forced to kill each other.
Tear the flesh.
The real killer was Rome
When they
itself.
couldn't handle it no more.
Audience was Rome.
Once the person weak, they
Predators
pass
are
on in
going
slow and
after prey.
painful death.
And the predator could be the Roman state going after an inappropriately behaving member of its state or an enemy, or it could be just
The
natural
worst
predator, like a human against a weaker animal, or a ferocious beast against an unferocious beast.
Predator
Saw
against
itself
a prey.
as an embattled isle of
Prey
civilization
needs to
surrounded
survive
by a savage world.
before they die
Arena turned
by
this
getting
worldview
eaten up
inside out.
by the predator.
Here, the savage world was surrounded and contained by the civilized. It was a
Middle
living
Ages.
demonstration of the power of Rome.
Way back there,
People who challenged that power
back
were
in the
thrown
old
into the
days,
savage space beyond the frontiers.
when we did not have computer
That
or
savage
devices
space was down
or
there
nothing.
in the sand.
We have to survive by eating other human flesh or
Christians
bone
refused to acknowledge the emperor as
or
divine.
just animal because we didn't have nothing.
The face
Nothing.
of the savagery
Nothing.
that Rome could take.
Nothing at all. Because we have
Must
to
have
only
been
make
half dead
a lot
themselves by the time
wood,
they reached the arena. There's
a lot of stone, a lot
actually
of
has to seize the animal and
metal
pull it
for
towards him
fighting
to make him go for the kill.
and slashing
Otherwise,
and
you
stabbing someone when someone tries to threaten us,
horribly
and we
mauled,
only
but
had
never
to
killed, never
only
finished
make
off. And indeed, for the audience, that was part of the fun of it.
sculptures or
The
buildings.
games that go on in Nîmes are in some ways an echo of the Roman
Money
delight
back then,
in
but
variety.
only coins.
They too like to watch
Paper.
unusual water sports.
This is what it was,
52
man.
AD, for example,
This is what it was,
Claudius
man.
held a little public spectacle on a lake
It
outside
was
Rome.
not an easy life.
He
We
got
had to
19,000
survive.
soldiers on boats,
in those
surrounded them with
man.
artillery, and told them to get on and fight.
We had to survive.
2,000 years ago, sensation-seeking Roman audiences demanded more than sack
Not an
races of
easy
cannon
time.
with a bull.
It was always a bullfight.
After the lunchtime executions, the day would move to its climax.
Yeah.
The afternoon,
Exactly.
6 hours, 1:30 to 7:30. Gladiatorial fights. Quite slowly paced.
37 gladiator fights of them all.
Of course, an occasional emperor will put
The emperor.
3,000 men in a day.
That's
But, even 5,000 animals.
That's crazy. Exactly.
Your normal gladiatorial contest is 20, 25 fights in the afternoon.
Yeah, no?
This mosaic found in a
That was around lunchtime.
shows games put on by command and
die, that you serve in the military
Their names are there
for decades.
was killed for entertainment.
Decades of stress and pain. And you feel brave about it. You want to fight until it's over. Until it's over for your life. Because nothing is easy in this life.
You see what you are.
Except for working hard. For
Rather but look more closely at the beautiful walls. Something rather different emerges. This alleyway leads to the cheapest seats of the theatre. Probably got a pretty rough crowd hanging out here. And not surprisingly, the walls are covered with graffiti. This bit shows us what was on the minds of the young men of ancient Pompeii.
yeah. Got with this
Whoever drew this stuff may have been outside the theatre, but his mind was inside the amphitheatre on the other side of town.
These were like old drawings of them all.
Graffiti.
Old drawings.
Gladiators.
Back
In this case,
when you was a little kid, you wanted to only draw stick man.
and with their claws.
Because stick man is what you all you can think of, man. Stick man. But as you grow, now it's time to draw realistic things of what's really happening in those times, man. You gotta draw realistic things.
Short lives,
Always
passionate.
because you're growing. You're
When
growing.
the gladiators
That's what it's all
barracks in
about.
Pompeii, and all around here,
That's what it's all
visitors
about.
of the stars.
We're growing.
Well, the gladiators certainly saw themselves as heartthrobs. According to the archaeological record, in one of them there used to be a bit of graffiti calling one
That's
of the
why I
gladiators
love artwork.
Well, makes young girls.
Art is my life.
Certainly, sex and the arena have always gone, well, say, hand in hand, to be euphemism. For example, in these cells over there, which were reserved for the more mature
I love artwork
in the ashes,
and
they
history.
the body of a woman in expensive jewelry. She was surrounded by no less than 18 gladiators.
18
Collecting
gladiators.
autographs, or perhaps just gone in for chat. We'll probably never
Not a
know.
lot,
But
but
we
it's
do
a good
know that
amount.
gladiators packed plenty of sex appeal. For
Damn.
example, their sweat was collected and used as an aphrodisiac by the fashionable women of Rome. And a
Yeah.
spear dipped in gladiators' blood was used in weddings to part the bride's hair.
Must be a really rough
Represent virility.
time.
They
Irritating,
are
ladies
an
and gentlemen.
enhanced image of the Roman citizen.
What do you have noticed?
So when you went to someone's house, there was a picture, an image of a gladiator that you pulled on.
It's a lot of horrifying days of their lifetime.
Against wild animals which come out of
Wild
their
animals, man.
But although
Especially when the animals are so much stronger than them, they have to kill them off using weapons alone. But if they were wrestlers,
because most of them were
and
slaves
if they
or
were like
captives of war,
strong as Tarzan,
weren't already any
they would try
recruit
and risk it
became a prisoner
and
the moment
try
he
and
stepped
wrestle
into
the
this
animals
place.
down on the
He had
ground,
taken oath, surrendering all
choking them out,
survived, saying he was prepared to
giving
be
them
burned,
one chop to the
bound,
neck,
slain
and that's over for the fight.
And he would live in one of those cells over there, bound in chains to begin with, and he would be taught to fight in this very courtyard. Yet, despite these conditions, and despite the lack of status and the appalling chances of survival, nevertheless, many young men actually volunteered to become gladiators. There must have been some perks to the job. Of course, there was the lure of fame.
Nah,
Look at the sheer size of the amphitheaters. Pompeii had seats for 20,000 people.
20,000
more
people.
than the whole population of the city. And there
Almost
was,
to 30,000.
also an illusion of security for them.
They belonged to a group, a family of
And
gladiators
this are
that
the
took care of
pictures
them,
and the
that buried them,
paintings
they died,
and the
and
harvest.
they were very close to their troop members. If you had no skills and you were a trained fighter, and to go back into
This
fairly safe environment, even though it involved putting your life on the line all the time,
yeah.
makes a certain amount of sense.
And gladiators didn't necessarily expect
The way how they fight.
In fact, fight
The oldest of the oldest.
not because it was cool, but because deliberately killing off trained stock was expensive.
Trained.
Do you know that in one list of 20 dead gladiators
Trained in hand-to-hand combat.
to their 12th fight?
Feet-to-feet combat.
Well, it's all very well
And
talking,
wrestling.
but what was it like to
And
be
then along with the weapons as well.
way to find out?
For survival. Fighting for survival. No time to waste. You want to fight for your people, your friends, your family, and your own life.
Mike Loads is a theatrical fighter angel and knows as much as anyone about what gladiators actually did. Of course, he
This is how it
how to
did.
fight for show. But after all, that's what gladiators were expected to do. In order to be
It could be for show, it could be for private.
they would have to fight with a
Private.
style. They would have to have the panache. They would be able to move
People
big
would
shape
love,
and make the thing
love
look
to see
dramatically
people
exciting.
get
But that
bloody.
is not phony.
They love
That
to
is
fight.
fighting well. Teach me to be a gladiator. Well, the first thing we need to do is build you up a bit.
Regardless of the violence. The fans love it back then.
Have a go with that.
Regardless of barbaric violence
A couple of hours of that though, and you'll
and
feel.
gory activities.
I think we should get the glass. Okay, so start.
And messy destruction. They love it.
Keep it in with the. Going, tension in those lungs. There were many different kinds of gladiators, each with his own special armor and weapons. They were all supposed to be different enemies of Rome.
Bro,
Yes, we all from fantasy.
the most barbaric ways of fighting.
But as Mike showed me, the first thing they all had to learn was to fight with no kit at all.
One of the
First
self-defense
just had
moves.
swords. They were soon pitted against men with other weapons, like a spear.
It was occupied
Obviously,
in
it's a
the
throwing
time
weapon,
here.
but it could also be used for a thrust. And
Plus,
the sharp blades of the head could be used for wide, swinging cuts. The whole could be used as a staff weapon.
and this reminds me when
They
they
also
first
used it for
applied it for the
throwing at each other.
techniques and the fighting techniques.
Trouble with throwing weapons is it's a
They
terrible
also
way to
used to
disarm
have
yourself. One option
to
is to
fight
try and
them.
catch the weapon,
First
turn
is
it, and throw it back.
hand-to-hand fighting.
The
Almost
different
when you-
styles of warrior
When you're
against each
training in martial arts and self-defense occupations,
Victorious with his driver against the
you know what I'm saying?
bits of scaly armor and a fish-tailed helmet. These were fantasy warriors. Neptune the fisherman versus the sea monster.
This man has to do what he has to do.
The sword beat people by a man using a net. The properties of the net
You have no choice
are
but to
obviously has a
survive.
dramatic function for the final entrapment of the Myrmidon. The perimeter rope was weighted, lead weights all around the perimeter rope.
Yep.
Therefore, the net itself can be used as a strike weapon in its own right, rather like a chain. The net is quite slow in flight. The Myrmidon would simply move
Oh, why you
out
guys
of the
want to
way.
use the chain whip? The chain whip. You know?
You, it doesn't seem much of a weapon, really, does it? I mean, I don't feel exactly trapped by this net, I have to say.
Hey,
If I was a fish, maybe I would.
it probably would not be a good idea to use that type of weapon.
It's still held by the Retiarius. And what happens, he needs to draw the Myrmidon into close range. And then he can use it to hook him down. Now, the Retiarius would not
Oh, he's lucky.
He would use the dagger.
He's good at using that. fact,
Then the death blow
rejoice.
would come with the dagger. The actual day of the games was a long one. Especially the lower classes coming first, and when everyone's there, sitting in their same rank, all senators together, all citizens together,
All
winners on top,
cities
no
of
slaves.
Italy.
Then the emperor. Yes. First of all, soldiers,
But the
musicians,
emperors back then,
and emperor.
they had a very, very different way of watching a game.
Swagger, dress, trumpets.
More like,
It's
you know,
religion as well.
more like
So there's a sacrifice
fighting for your life
It's something
before your life is dead.
virtue, the Roman state. It's not just a game.
Lot
Here we're celebrating the
celebrate.
triumph of Rome. The triumph of Rome over nature, the triumph of Rome over conquered barbarians.
Back then,
Rome is at the center of the universe.
gladiators had to fight,
Roman citizens
and they had to
were in
fight.
control.
Fight to the
They
death.
stop and ask permission before
It was a
killing.
death sport.
But the thumbs down signal we associate with that
A death sport of the mob.
when they first started making films at the Roman amphitheatre, they had to work out what gesture was it that the man in charge of the games used. And they read their ancient sources, and it says, with pressed thumb. You can read, what did with pressed thumb mean? Did it mean pressing like that or that? And they made it, the filmmakers made a decision that that would mean you live, and that would mean you die. We don't actually know that they were genuine Roman gestures, but they've entered into common
And
use.
you die. That's
The
what it's
decision
all about.
depended on the crowd. Once the Republic had become the empire, this was the only assembly where the
Of the
voices of
statue.
Roman citizens were heard by their masters and obeyed. The cowardly fighter would be likely to get the death sign.
It would be a bad position.
In fact, the reaction in the bullfight is very similar. This is a particularly brave bull, and not a particularly brave matador.
More like being scared. So that's two different aspects. You gotta be
The
brave,
bullfight
or
goes horribly wrong.
you just might
Kill,
gonna be scared
disaster.
fighting
The
one.
animal has to be dispatched with a knife. Matador sinks away. Fortunately, there's no longer a thumbs down, but his reputation destroyed nevertheless. The crowd's praise goes to the dead bull. These are the emotions of the amphitheatre, just as they always were.
Yeah, bro.
Every town throughout the empire was made Roman by
Right.
having its amphitheatre, no matter how small. Killing people as a spectator sport was the mark of Romans.
Rome.
It's
That's
a
the
very interesting
Roman
case
way of
the
fighting.
king of Syria, Antiochus of Syria,
They like to see
wanted
blood.
to be a good Roman.
Blood and guts when it comes to fighting.
Gladiatorial games in his hometown, and when he did it for the first time, the local people protested and they
told her being told what to do. You never call him God. audience and various games and festivals. Very little known about them. They are almost certainly considered started relatively by their audience. Their resistance is known only through the few accounts written by the members of Rome, Italy, and a very small number of imitations. The relief of two gladiators found at Herculanus was an ancient Greek city now in Barnan in Turkey, where it was located west, southwest part of the picture. An ominous side of the coast city was famous in modernism. Carnadius, also known simply as the Tomb of Maltius, was named provided in region of the word Malsosman. The Malsosman built from 353 to 350 BC, ranked as one of the seven wonders of the ancient world.
Until this point in history, human killing had only been accepted in wartime. Gladiators became the first human sacrifices in the name of public entertainment. So, who became gladiators? Where did they come from and what was their life like?
I gladiatori erano o degli schiavi.
Gladiators were either slaves, prisoners
Comes from Rome,
people were
Rome and Italy.
free men who had fallen in hard times. They chose this occupation to redeem themselves and to make easy money and find glory.
E trovare gloria.
However, there was a social stigma associated with being a gladiator.
There is a technical term in Roman law, infamia, for someone who is infamous,
which meant that he could not at any time stand for office or do anything that a member of the aristocracy could do.
There are various activities that made you infamous. Appearing on the stage as an actor completely destroys your social status. Being a prostitute or being an undertaker. And gladiators are there with those who are completely beneath the contempt position. But the paradox is that gladiators were massively popular.
Of the more.
So popular that members of the aristocracy were willing to give up everything for the thrill of the arena to be a gladiator. For most, it meant certain death.
And that's something that the Romans themselves found quite hard to understand.
What's the sudden all done to me all of a sudden?
Really extraordinary that a man can take the gladiator's oath willingly. You may do anything you want with my body. How can a free man
How the
voluntarily say that?
gladiators fought all these
So
years
many
ago.
Romans of status were attracted
All
to
these
combat. Emperor Augustus was forced to initiate prohibitions on the aristocracy from entering the arena. It should be permissible for no female of free birth of less than 20 years of age, and for no male of free birth less than 25 years of age, to pledge himself as a gladiator, or hire out his services for the arena or stage, except
The
for those
toughest
who had been
guys in the
signed by
world.
the deified Augustus. Roman Senate.
For the life on the line.
With the amphitheater, in fact, is the dual status of
They got
gladiator.
nothing to
On the
do
one hand,
but die fighting
and on the other hand, the superstar.
and trying to win
Something that the state felt very uncomfortable with, but it may be a measure of just
for
how
their prize.
important the games were.
hand-to-hand combat, weapon to weapon, toe-to-toe combat, a lot of unarmed combat
has an entire
into it.
about the awfulness of Roman women. And he says, one thing is, these great aristocratic women just go sit in the games and lust and drool over gladiators. You look at the gladiator, he isn't even handsome. His nose has been hacked off. It doesn't matter. He's a gladiator. She wants.
Just like today's sporting events, fan clubs existed for the more popular stars, and you could buy action figure dolls of your favorite gladiator thousands of years before Michael Jordan.
A famous and successful gladiator would have this following that believed that there was something magical about his name, so that a later generation of gladiators might also take that same name. They took these stage names like Flay, and some of them were quite the opposite, calling yourself
A lot of warriors,
violent,
of them all,
presumably was meant
the toughest
to
guys
lull the
on the
opposition
planet.
into a sense of false security. I mean,
They fought hard, they fought brutal,
probably think you're going to beat them.
but they
A lot of
survived.
gladiators have very similar names for
Once they win,
mythology, or names which are symbolic of speed or quickness. We can hear of people who would call themselves Achilles or Diomedes, who are great stars.
The demand for gladiatorial games became so great that in the 70s BC, a system was set up to formally train large numbers of gladiators to meet the voracious demands for games all across the empire.
It's then in the 1st century BC that the aristocrats in Rome are sending orders for hundreds of gladiators to put on at any one show. By the time it's Caesar or Augustus giving games, you get up to thousands.
when then Caesar was strong, they became
As it was
wrestlers
called to the masses, he created gladiatorial
to defend themselves,
that housed up to 2,000 gladiators and were owned by the emperor. Professional
or
fighters
Roman
lived in
wrestler.
groups with slaves and prisoners of war. The whole unit was called a familia. Life in the ludi was Spartan. A gladiator slept on a straw-filled mattress in a bleak cell. The walls still bear testimony to their daily lives. Most important was a record of their performance in the arena.
Every gladiator has their score sheet. They remember exactly how many fights they've been in, exactly how many times
How many
they've won,
times they
how
fought.
many times they've been let off. And the more you won, the higher your status is.
One of the largest and most active
So it's the article of Achilles